Alright, so before we start, we just do a quick recap of what Mcfarlane has been revealing. So first one here we have is the superpowers line. Here we have is the Blue Beetle ship, the Brainiac ship, and a gold label version of the Brainiac ship that includes a figure. In the bottom here we have is Brainiac, which I believe is from the Super Friends. Even though it doesn't say in the package, but it does look like the superpowers friend. Uh, Next one here we have is the gold version of Superman, which is just a repaint of Superman with just gold and red. Here we have is also have manga Batman, Blue Beetle, Sinestro, and Kilowog right now for the Batman animated series. Here we have his Batgirl. Now this Batgirl is supposed to be like from the Batman 66, having all the purple, having the purple suit. Now this is based off a comic book cover that Paul Dini did for the artwork, I believe. So in case you're wondering why this figure looks like this, is because of the comic book cover variant that Paul Dini made. Alright, I'm going to talk about a little bit of the Batman BVS. Obviously, I don't have it in hand yet, but there's already been reviews of him out there that I've been seeing. So my first little complaint about this figure is that the front part is like a darker gray compared to the back part of the figure. Now that kind of bothers me since Mcfarlane has somehow been consistent with what's in front, and they do the same. They do the same thing for the back. But for some reason this BVS is it's painted different from the back from the front. I don't know why Mcfarlane did that. Also, the batarangs, for some reason they gave him a very thick batarangs, which I don't know why, since they already had the Just League versions of the batarangs, and those were accurate. They were movie accurate. These are not movie accurate. They don't have the little line that it's supposed to have. I don't even think they're the shape of the batarang from the movie. The grappling gun, I think it's a bit too big for me. Some people say that it's okay, but it is okay, but I think it's a little bit too big for my liking. I think they have nailed it with some other grappling guns, but with this one is a bit too big, like I said, for me. And that's pretty much all I'm gonna talk about for this BVS Batman. The grappling gun, it's a nitpick for me, but I think the other ones, the other things I mentioned, should justify that this is that Mcfarlane went a bit lazy. Like I said, the batarangs could be easily be fixed by them putting the Just League versions of it, and the painting. I think they went a bit lazy on it, but I'll wait and see once we get the figure. And before I forget, apparently there's a hole in his back, which I'll put an image here, which so the guys know what I'm talking about. Some people are saying that this was supposed to be the plastic cape for it. So there might be a chance that we're getting a BVS wave. But some people have also said that it could be the coat for him, for the Nightmare version of it, which could be an easy reuse for Mcfarlane, since Batman is wearing the same suit in the Nightmare version of him. So we have to wait and see. I don't know if this could be a mistake from McFarlane, which also, if it is a mistake, then uh they did the same thing with Cassandra Cain Batgirl. She had the holes in the shoulders for the cape. I don't know if this is the same thing. So we will have to wait and see if there's any BVS information later on this year. Alright, so as you saw from the title of the video, all of these figures are supposed to be coming out around May. It could either be April or June, because I don't think all of these figures are going to be coming on May. But with that being said, first one here we have is a Superman wave. Of course, we're going to have Superman. We are also going to get Ghost of Zod. It could either be a transparent figure. I believe McFarlane is trying to do more transparent figures. In my opinion, they look cool. They look alright. But most of these figures are gonna be original, since these are considered page punchers also. And last time I heard they were gonna be limited edition and not gold labeled, but in the listing it says gold labeled, so I'm still gonna put the gold label sticker here. And we also gonna get Earth 2 Superman, which is most likely Val Zod. We are also gonna get a Brainiac, And just like with page punchers, all of these are going to come included with a comic book. Next up here we have is a sketch edition of Superman. It's going to be a pack of 4 apparently from what the listing says. And obviously it's going to be a gold labeled also. I'm not really sure what it was going to be exclusive to the same people that always get the sketch edition, which is I believe is Entertainment Earth. Next up here we have is Batman Night's End. Now with this one I'm not really sure if it's going to be Batman or a different version of the Azrael that we have gotten from that was Walmart exclusive. I'm not really sure which one these two are. I'm more inclined with the other variant of the Nightfall Batman we got. Also we're gonna get a Nightfall Batman. This one's gonna be a repaint. Obviously, it's gonna be a black and gray version of the one we previously got, which was gray and blue. Um, all of these figures are not gold labeled, so they're gonna be widely available for everybody. For the vampire, here we have is Nightwing. Most likely, well, 100% is gonna be a Walmart exclusive, gold labeled. But it's gonna be most likely this version that I'm showing right here. This variant, the comic book variant. Next up here we have is Wally West. People kept telling me that it might be this version of Wally West, which I think will be. They're probably gonna reuse the one from the Flashpoint Flash figure. We're also gonna get the first appearance of Batman. I'm really hoping that those purple gloves to that figure, and hopefully they don't drop the ball with this one, because with Superman, not my favorite. It's gonna be more likely a collector's edition figure. For Green Lantern, you have the 2-pack of Kilowog and Kyle Rayner, and like I also previously said, most likely Kyle Rayner is gonna be the same figure we have gotten already. But Kilowog is gonna be the one that people will want to get. And for build-up figures, here we have is the JLA, Justice League of America. Some people have be telling me that it's gonna be the Grant Morrison version of JLA, which hopefully it is. This is my favorite kind of cool version of the Justice League. So first one here we have is Aquaman, Batman, Superman, and John Stewart Green Lantern. And so the build-up figure is gonna be Plastic Man, which will be our first Plastic Man figure from Mcfarlane. Let's see how that goes. Hopefully it's a stretchy figure. Another gold label here we have is a Frozen version of Batman, which with that one I'm not really sure what it is. It doesn't specify what comic or anything like that. So if you know, please let me know down in the comments. Most likely they're gonna also reuse more transparent plastic on this one, since supposedly it's gonna be like a Frozen version of Batman. And for classics, for DC classics, here we have is Aquaman, and also before I forget, these are gonna be digital versions. Based on what I'm seeing here from the listing, it says digital 7-inch, so it might still be a figure, but it might include an NFT, I guess. I don't know if Mcfarlane is still doing that. But yeah, this is what it says. Most likely it's gonna be a figure, so don't worry. It's also labeled as DC Classics. So I'm pretty sure it's gonna be a figure. Next one here we have is Hal Jordan Classic, also a digital 7-inch. And lastly but not least, for the digital stuff in here, here is Batman from the Court of Owls. Now this one, for some reason, it keeps saying Rebirth, but hopefully it's the new 52. I'm really hoping it's gonna be the new 52, but I don't think it will be, since we already saw an image of Batman Rebirth. Starfire, which we don't know what version we could get, but my guess would be the new 52 version of Starfire. All of these are going to be $30 since they're collector's edition. Next one here we have is the Penguin. This is our first comic book Penguin that we're going to get from Mcfarlane. The other one we probably got was the one from Batman Arkham City and the Batman movie. So this is going to be our first comic book version. Next one here we have is Captain Boomerang, which some people are hoping that is going to be the Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League video game, but I really doubt it, and I think it's going to be just a comic book version of this figure. Now this section is mostly about Todd McFarlane live stream, where he mentioned some figures that he wanted to make. So first one here we have is comic book Darkseid, which is a figure that people really wanted since they made the Dark Side figure for Justice League. Next one here we have is Punchline, which if Mcfarlane ever makes this figure, they might be the first ones to make a Punchline figure. I believe it's one of the newest characters that DC has made, and people seem to like her. So it looks like Mcfarlane is interesting on making this character. Another character he was interesting on was the Grim Reaper, which I don't know if it's gonna be a comic book version or a the animated line, since I believe this character was originally made for the Batman animated series. But I don't know if it's gonna be the comic book or not. Another one that he wanted to do was Ambush Bug, which I just know him from the Batman Brave and the Bold. I really haven't read much of him. But for the people that love Ambush Bug, my friend looks to seems to be interested on making this character. Another one that people really wanted to get for live action was the Adam West 7-inch. He also did mention about him, so hopefully this year he can make a 7-inch Adam West, so we can put next to our other live action Batman. And talking about live action Batman, he also mentioned he was interested on making Batmobiles for each one of the characters. Obviously, we already got the Batman 89, so all we're waiting for is the other live action Batmobiles, which I'm hoping he's able to make them affordable. And talking about affordable, he also mentioned he wanted to do the Batman 89 Batwing, which I'm surprised because I didn't think the Flash one did sell very well, based because of how pricey it was. And I still think he is still available at my friend Toy Store. It was exclusive. Hopefully, if he does the Batman 89, it's gonna be widely available and not exclusive to any store. Which I'm really hoping that's the case, and that is a bit more cheaper than the Flash version. So this one will probably sell better than the Flash version. And also since it's the Batman 89, and I think people are willing to pay more for this version than the Flash version. Now for delays, here we have is Cyborg Superman. This one's supposed to be a 2-pack. This one was already up for pre-order on a website, but then got taken down. So that's the only reason I know it's gonna be a 2-pack. And yeah, I mean, there's already images of it. Some people think it's still custom, but there's sources that be telling me that this guy is real. It might be custom painted, which is probably why it looks cool in here. But I don't know. It might be the final product. It might not. And some people have also to be telling me that they don't like this version. But other people have also told me that they like this version, that they think it's pretty cool. But yeah, that seems to be pretty much all the rumors for 2024. But before I go, I just want to mention that Mcfarlane has also have interest on making the Batman Returns wave, due to how good the live action Batman figures are doing. And this one comes from Discord, which if you want to join the Mcfarlane Discord, I'll leave it down in the description. Sometimes he does Q&As and people ask him questions and he answers. I've asked him questions, but for some reason I guess he doesn't see them. But yeah, that seems to. Alright, so all of a sudden some rumors came out, and to be honest I have not read these, so you might get kind of a reaction of me. I just screenshotted them real quick, and so yeah, let's get right into it. So first one here we have is the DC 7-inch tumbler. There you go. There you go. I did mention about the tumbler. So here it is. But I did also mention about the Batman Begins figure. But I guess I'm wrong, because this one's gonna come with a Lucius figure. It's from the Dark Knight, and this is gonna be a gold labeled. Most likely a Mcfarlane Toy Store exclusive. But next one here we have, it's a Mega Fig Justice League Task Force Aquaman. This is all gonna be gold labeled. Now with this one, I don't really know. I haven't heard about a Mega Fig Aquaman Justice League Task Force. That one I will have to look into it. But as always, I'll put images here. Next one here we have is DC build figure. Oh, Okay. I got it. I got it. So the Aquaman is gonna be based. It's gonna be a build figure, but a mega figure. It's gonna be a mega figure. Okay, I got it. This one. The next one is Batman. This one's gonna be a gold labeled. So there we have two figures already. The third figure is Superman. Also for the Justice League Task Force, build a figure. Well, build a mega figure. And the fourth one is gonna be Flash. Like I said, it's just League Task Force build a mega figure. So it's gonna be our first time building a mega figure. So I wonder how that will look. Um, Hopefully it looks like one of those mega figures we usually get. So probably the packaging is gonna be bigger. Also next one here we have is Shazam, battle damage, and Freddie Freeman. So it looks like Mcfarlane is actually going back. Oh wow, this is surprising, to be honest. I didn't think they were going back to doing the waves they were doing back then. So this is surprising, unless this is a comic book variant and not an actual movie variant. But it looks like it's gonna be a two-pack, Shazam and Freddie Freeman. But like I said, I don't know if this is gonna be a movie, a live action, or it's gonna be comic book. But I think it's gonna be a movie. The reason I say a movie is because in the movie Shazam's actually has like his suit becomes like black, which is battle damage. So that's why I think it's gonna be the movie version. Next one here we have is Doomsday, which is from the comic book, I believe, Superman slash Batman. Unless I don't think there's gonna be figures the Superman and Batman included. This one I'll have to look. Well, I need more information on it, but we can at least confirm that Doomsday is gonna be in there. But since it doesn't say a two-pack or anything like that, it just says Doomsday from I believe it's from Superman slash Batman. Which I will have to look into that comic book also and see how Doomsday looks. I don't think he should look that much different from the previous Doomsday we got. Hopefully they do better on this one, because I know some people didn't like the other Doomsday. I did. I think it was a pretty cool looking Doomsday, which I believe is underrated. But this one will probably be better, hopefully. Next one here we have for the collector's edition, we have Starfire, which I mentioned also. And like I mentioned with the other figures, here we have is Penguin and Captain Boomerang, which consider Captain Boomerang is collector edition. I believe it's gonna be comic book and not from the video game, from the Suicide Squad. I hope they do make figures from that game. Although I'm not a big fan of what they're doing with that game, I still would like to have those characters as figures. But next one here we have is the Joker, Black Light Gold labeled. So this one just a Black Light, most likely exclusive to a Big Bad Toy Store or Amazon. Next one here we have is Ambush Bug. This was gonna be a gold labeled. Uh, Damn, I didn't know they would make Ambush Bug this early. I will leave my video where I mentioned Ambush Bug. I believe like 3 months, like last year. I mentioned Ambush Bug last year, so I'll try and leave that video at the end, or you can just check it up on my YouTube channel. Because I mentioned other figures that are more likely to come with this Ambush Bug. Because I believe I mentioned Ambush Bug in that video, and I also mentioned of other Batmobiles. And like you saw, the first thing I said, we're getting the Tumbler. We are getting the Tumbler. Yeah, be excited. Be excited for this. These figures for this year. Next one here we have is Armor Batman, Patina. I was hoping it's gonna be the Batman or Superman armor Batman, but it looks like it's gonna just be an armor Batman. Patina, you know how Patina looks. Honestly, I'm not a big fan of those, but if you like the patina color, then this is for you. Next one here we have is Batman Future's End, glow in the dark, gold labeled. To be honest, I forgot what Batman this is, but I'm pretty sure This is Batman we have already for it to be a glow in the dark. So I'll put the image here as always. Next one here we have is Mr. Zsasz. Now this one, I'm hoping that it's gonna be the video game, but since it doesn't say the Batman Arkham Asylum version, but since it doesn't say there's the video game version, I guess it's gonna be a comic book Mr. Zsasz. But that's one figure I would like to see made into a Batman Arkham Asylum. We haven't gotten any Batman Arkham games figures made from Mcfarlane, so I really hope that he continues with the Arkham figures. Next one here we have is DC Multiverse 7-inch, the Batman who laughs as Batman. Now this one I believe is a figure we already have. I'm gonna guess is this one that I have right here. It's gonna be a Nightmare, so I guess it's gonna be a repaint, just like we got the Nightmare, well the Hellbat. It was also called Nightmare. It was just a repaint. It's gonna be a gold label, most likely a Mcfarlane Toy Store exclusive, just like what they did with the Hellbat. So we have to wait and see how that one looks, but I'm pretty sure it's a figure we already have and not a new one. Next one here we have is the Joker, Batman 3 Jokers, Frostbite gold labeled. So it looks like it looks like the Joker is also gonna be having the Frostbite, which I mentioned in one of my previous rumor videos. I believe it was Batman that was gonna be Frostbite, unless that was wrong, and it's the Joker that's gonna get the Frostbite repaint, I guess, and it's gonna be a gold label, but it's the Joker from Batman 3 Jokers. So yeah, with that one, I still have to look into it if we're getting Batman and Joker as Frostbite, or just the Joker as Frostbite. But yeah, I will also leave that video at the end of this video. But to end the video with a banger, here we have is Batman versus, guess which figure? Bane. We are finally getting a re-release, or it could be another version of Bane, who knows, but we are getting another Bane, and this one is officially from the Nightfall comic. So I guess we know what version is gonna be. But I was kind of mad at people saying that the other Bane was the Nightfall version, but I didn't think so. I think this one it's definitely the Nightfall version of Bane, and it looks like hopefully this Batman, it has the black and gray, or unless they're gonna release that figure also by itself, which I also rumored. And talking about rumors, I'm just gonna leave you guys with these two videos right here. Make sure to check them out. I mentioned of other Batmobiles of possibility in the future, and as always, these videos are not confirmed by Mcfarlane, so just in case, take it with a grain of salt. But as you can see in my history of videos of rumors, 99% of the time these are true. And as always, thank you guys for watching. I'm pretty sure this video is gonna do good, because you guys always love the rumor videos, and I appreciate that. Supporting these kind of videos. As always, I try my best to keep up with Mcfarlane, check what's coming out in the future, because I know some of you guys told me that you enjoy that I tell you guys in the future what figures are coming for your financial decisions, which I respect that. And yeah, that seems to be pretty much it. Make sure to drop a like. It really helps out the channel. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Alright, so this news just had to remade my whole video once again, just so I have more space to talk about this Platinum Catwoman single release, which apparently it was revealed last year in December, but for some reason nobody but it was in Whatnot where Mcfarlane actually showed it, so I guess not a lot of people are following Mcfarlane in Whatnot. But yeah, here we have is the Platinum version of Catwoman from The Dark Knight Rises. Overall, if you just ignore the Platinum, it looks like an amazing figure. It has different hand accessories. It has the broken cowl of Batman, and it even has something there that I honestly don't know what it is. So you guys can let me know down in the comments. What is it? What the heck is that? Is that like a purse or I don't know? But anyways, sadly it is a platinum edition, which you have a chance to get on Entertainment Earth if you buy the case of 6. I know and personally for me, that's a win for me because I like the Ben Affleck Batman figure and I'm a huge fan of that figure. Although the head sculpt's not there, but I do love the details on the body. And you get 3 Batman of Ben Affleck, 2 Christian Bale, which is the skydive. That one I just open one up and just leave another one in box. And you also get the Catwoman, but I don't know if it's a guaranteed. I think you might get the normal one, but you also have a chance of getting a platinum version. So if you want the platinum version or the normal release, I guess for you guys it's a win-win. Well, for everybody that wants just a single release Catwoman, I'll even leave it down in the description if you guys wanna go buy it. It will help the channel also. So thank you Entertainment Earth for that. But yeah, next one here we have is which I forgot to mention in my rumors videos was the Flash statue. To be more specific, it's a Jim Lee statue that my friend is gonna give us. Obviously these statues go for around $40. I don't know if with the price increase right now, it might be $42. I don't know, since the figures are going now for $22.99. Hopefully not. Hopefully it's just still $40, but we shall see. But yeah, I'll probably put an image here, which I think this is the one they're going for, since this is the most popular Jim Lee drawing of the Flash I've seen. They have made Funko Pops out of it. So this is the one I think they're gonna make, which hopefully they do, because I'm a big fan of Jim Lee artwork, and I like this Flash, the pose they have in here. Next one here we have for the Batman animated series. That I think, because this is a Joker vehicle, and the only reason I'm saying I think is because I don't know if this is actually from the Batman animated series or anything else, because I've never seen this vehicle in the show. But people have been saying that it is, and some of them have been saying that it's not. So I'm a bit confused. And apparently this was cancelled a long time ago, before Mcfarlane ever got the license. As you can see here in Entertainment Earth, actually had it, and now it says that it was cancelled. But now there's more. There's recent pictures of that, and apparently people are saying that Mcfarlane's picking it up and gonna release it now, which I'm happy they're doing that. Hopefully you keep doing that with other figures that were cancelled, such as that the Armor Batman BVS. That's one of the figures that was cancelled. That I remembered. But yeah, let me know that down in the comments if you guys think this is a Batman animated series vehicle. I'm pretty sure it's not, but people have been saying there's a Batman animated series Joker vehicle. So I'm just gonna say that it is. But if you have some information on it, please let me know down in the comments. Now continue with the Catwoman. You thought it was over? No, it's not, because obviously when there's a platinum version, there's always has to be a normal version of it. So partly the normal version will just probably have different hands, and that's it. Because I don't think that Catwoman ever have a whip on the movie, so I'm pretty sure it's just a different set of hands, and that's pretty much it. Because I don't think they gave us a cowl and the little thingy, the thingy stuff that was there. That I honestly don't know. Even though I'm looking at it right now, I still can't tell what it is. So yeah, there is gonna be a normal version in case you guys didn't know. Well, I mentioned earlier in the video, but this one is supposed to be out on March, which I didn't mention in the beginning. So it's gonna be around March. Like I said, I still don't know much details about the normal version. I just think that it's gonna be just a set of hands instead of giving us those other stuff that is shown in the platinum. So yeah, I'm kind of mad about the platinum. A lot of people are. I just put this in my community post, and people were kind of mad about that, and I understand. because it looks like they're putting more effort in gold labels and well, gold labels are hit and miss. Sometimes they put effort on them, sometimes they don't. Um, but with the platinum versions, it's also a hit and miss. They sometimes also put more effort on platinum versions, and sometimes it's just repaint. But yeah, like I said, I understand. Honestly, I'm just gonna go for the case of six figures, and try my luck there. Hopefully I get the platinum. And you never know. Probably once the March comes in here, if we're able to pre-order the Catwoman solo release, and they might just give us the set of six. You know how my friend has usually given us the set of six uh, on their on the website, which is exclusive to them. But sometimes Big Bag Toy Store puts out Platinum's versions, which I honestly still don't know if I'm gonna risk it for the Big Bad Toy Store, because those usually sold out real quick also. But I also kind of want to get the platinum version secured. So in case you guys for some reason wants to get the Kate of Six of Catwoman, though this is if McFarlane does it for the platinum, um, then I suggest you get that. Or if you want to risk it, you could go for a Big Bad Toy Store and just get the platinum version, which obviously is gonna be a lot more expensive. And also for the tumbler, before I forget, um, thanks to a friend of mine, apparently the tumbler is gonna be around $120 to $150. Um, it's not confirmed, but he did say it's gonna be around there. Which thank you. I really appreciate the information. So there you go, guys. I don't think I think he said that he'll be surprised if they lowered it down. So for me that means that they're not. So it's gonna be around that price range. Just so you guys know, just a heads up. You guys probably be the first ones to know the price if you're watching this video. All right, Future J here. I know I said I was gonna upload this yesterday at night, but since I got more information, I just wanted to add this into the video for the next day. Um, some other information I got was that apparently my friend was working on the armor version of Batman vs Superman, but for some reason it got scrapped. But there's still a chance of us getting that figure if well, since we already got the normal version of BVS for this year. So hopefully this means that this year we're also getting the armor version. But like I said, they were working on it, but for some reason it got scrapped, or they probably stopped working on it. Also, they're working on well, from what I heard, apparently they're working on the Superman figures already for the live action James Gunn Superman. Um, but yeah, that's pretty much it.